He's hanging out in the cornfield eating cows.
Yeah, eating cows, buying meat all over the deli. That was really weird. It's time for split screen movie talk. And this time, we're Slytherin.
Slytherin?
Yeah.
This isn't Harry Potter.
I know. We've watched Slither.
Slytherin. Close.
Yeah. Sci-fi, alien,
Comedy.
parasitic comedy. Yeah, from James Gunn. Is this his first work?
This is his first as director.
Yeah.
He had done, believe it or not, he co-scripted Scooby-Doo.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, and I believe he also did the second one, the Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed, as well. And a couple other things he was brought in to do that was kind of major. But this was his first one as a major studio movie for him.
All right. Then we're going to talk about how we did.
Yeah. Are we?
I think so.
I'm
For our
proud.
points.
Well, let's go. Tell me what it's about, because I know nothing about this.
Sure. Alien thing comes down, stabs our main character. Well, I guess he's kind of the main character, Starler, Grant, and Bill.
Yes.
Like the three main characters.
Yes.
Grant gets possessed or his body taken over by this weird slug alien.
According to James Gunn, he died.
Ah.
When he got impaled by the
That was
alien, he died, and the alien was him.
Ah.
The entire time.
So the whole time, this alien in Grant's body meets Starla, Grant's wife, realizes what human love is and what knocking boots is like.
Another thing, because I read some of the backstory about this, is another thing Gunn had said was the reason why he was in love with Starla, which was his wife before he died.
Yes.
Was he had never, because he travels from planet to planet and eats them. He had never come across a planet that had intelligent life. It was always animals.
Oh.
So this was his first exposure to emotions. That's why you had this conflict that happened, which isn't really explained well in the movie.
Got that, though.
You still think it's partially Grant in there.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
It's not. It's all alien. He's all alien after the spike goes into his brain, which is good. I liked it. Yeah, got a lot.
So this being starts trying to take over planet, essentially, eat the people there, release its little tadpole leech.
He gets
slug.
He almost going to cheat on his wife, but he decides not to right before he dies. But then after he becomes the alien says, "Oh man, I love Starla too much. I can't impregnate her with my spawn." So he goes to hook up with Brenda.
Yeah,
and has a really dramatic scene. That was a really kind of a rough scene.
It was kind of a rough scene. Not to mention the way they do the little two things that come out of stick and then it's like pumping and pumping. It's such a weird, kind of awkward visual on that. And then this whole time, Grant, well, I should say, what was his name? Did the alien actually have a name? It was just
Grant.
Yeah. So either way, Grant, alien Grant, goes through.
He's hanging out in the cornfield eating cows.
Yeah, eating cows, buying meat all over the deli. That was really weird. So that
was good.
One of the big parts, we'll go into it, is when it takes her getting what the key to open up the basement, then only to smell the hundreds of pet corpses and animal corpses. There's no way
you had it covered with plastic. You have it air sealed, which he seemed to seal it.
He did have it sealed.
And I know some smell would be probably coming up, but
that's a
he held
lot
it
of
covered with plastic. Not only just one layer of plastic, but multiple. She had to go through multiple. She had to go through a layer of plastic down at the bottom of the stairs, and then another barrier of plastic to get to his little feeding nesting ground.
As soon as she opens that door, she takes like 2 steps down. She goes,
she knows the smell.
Yeah,
something's rotten.
But what else? Yeah, he's trying to take over everything. The cops are Nathan Fillion, and the other cops are on
disposable.
The move. Yeah, disposable, but on the move, except for Nathan Fillion. It's Starla's ex. Yeah.
No, wasn't it?
Crush.
High school.
Yeah.
High school crush.
Okay.
Starla was a poor girl that married an older man.
Mm.
She got out of high school. So that's what that was about.
I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, what happens is Alien Grant, he impregnates Brenda. She releases these spawn,
Mhm.
kind of like shaped like sperm, that enter inside people and they become a part of him.
Yeah.
And then he absorbs them into his body, which is a really great scene. And Nathan Fillion and it comes up with a plan because he's got a grenade, because evidently a grenade's really important, but it's not.
Nope.
Eh, there's a mild, a funny battle at the end with the character, which is kind of easy, kind of an inconvenience with when Nathan Fillion's being pumped with the seed
Yeah.
and with one of the tentacles, but then he puts it in a propane tank.
Yeah.
Starla blows him.
So it shoots it. Yep. And
Yeah.
that's
Kind of it's a simple movie, but
Mhm.
it's a good movie. It's actually a really good movie, according to me. So what's your 3?
3. I like the practical effects. I think anything related to whether it's the little leech tadpole sperm thingies or Grant as his morphing when he gets like the weird, crazy, like arm and he's got like half the face that's kind of
They did that on
shifted.
purpose because the budget for this was 15 million. So they relied heavily on the practical effects instead of the digital effects, which is good because sometimes some of the digital effects wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, Grant was beautiful.
Mhm.
Love that, particularly when he's got his arm around her and it's turns into Squid Boy or whatever, Squid Man.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually really nice.
And with the practical effects, I like the actual like horror aspects of it, whether it's how he looks or the way he killed, like when he killed people, it was pretty brutal and intense. There's the one scene I remember mostly where they surround him in like the fields and Star was trying to talk him down and that guy comes up
Yeah.
with the gun and he just does that quick like samurai like cut slice through him. Awesome looking.
Yeah, that was
Even when Brenda is impregnant, so she swells up to that big like Ooba Looba styles like circle, and then she like explodes. It was cool. The crazy mix mash body orgy alien at that really cool looking. So the body horror or kind of like aspects of that really well done.
Yeah.
And then 3, it's kind of a 50-50, not a bad or a good, but you can tell this is like James Gunn because even though there's Stoller and Bill and Grant, he tries to give so much extra speaking to other characters. Like almost every cop had multiple speaking lines.
They all had personality.
Yeah, and all had personalities.
Yeah.
They're fussing and fighting with each other.
Definitely James Gunn.
Yeah, so that's his thing, and I give props to trying to do something with those characters. You don't always land, but
Yeah.
it's good that you're trying to make them real characters. But with that being said, I have no idea why that last girl came in as late as she kind of did and was so important. The one in the tub, it was just out of nowhere. It's time to throw in another character who has some sort of ability to understand what's
Yeah.
going on. Because I was like, what the hell? Out of nowhere.
It was very easy writing.
Yeah. On the way to go get him, because I think literally Nathan is chasing after like Grant and has like a quick segue at this girl whose house is getting swarmed. I guess it was probably the closest house to the
Well, no, they
there.
went to that farmhouse.
Yeah.
Because Grant, they had a map at the police station and they were pinpointing his location and they said, "Oh, he's odds are he's going to show up at their farmhouse." That's why they were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her becoming suddenly a main character.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she had personality too.
She is.
For coming halfway through, I didn't mind.
Mhm.
Because she stood on her own. So
Mm.
no, I have to, I kind of agree in it. I do.
All right. What's your 3?
Well, number 1 is definitely going to be the practical effects again.
Mhm.
I absolutely love the Grant transforming into this alien whatever. Well, from the start, even that slug thing that came out of the asteroid or comet that crashed down, the little gross thing was beautifully done. And the sperm, the whatever the squirmy things when they're crawling on the roof look great. In the bathtub, when the guy gets cut in half and he doesn't, his body hasn't quite caught up that he's been cut in half, and his face still has expressions like something's not right here. So much good stuff there. James Gunn definitely has a skill, and he learned it from Trauma. Again, Lloyd Kaufman has a little cameo. He's an alcoholic or a drunk in the bar scene. They're having the deer kick off to the deer hunting season or whatever it was. So he learned his craft doing low budget movies, practical effects. That's what they had, and it definitely shows here. Give him just a little bit of money, which I think's probably a problem because we got too much money, such as Superman and Peacemaker. He doesn't know what to do because there's just too much to spend. When he's constrained with a budget, then I think he's amazing. And it definitely shows every dollar of the 15 million you could see was spent to make this the way it looked. Number 2 would be typical James Gunn banter. This was 2007, so this is before we were overdosed with his current sense of humor, which I don't think has gotten better. It's gotten actually more crass and more repetitive, but the way the characters interacted was pleasant. With even Alien Grant, and when he realizes he's falling in love with Starla, that was a good scene.
It was.
And then you had Nathan Fillion, who still has feelings for Starla, but he's okay with that. I mean, because she's with Grant, and his interaction with his deputies, which is exactly how people would talk, because they're dunking on each other and making fun of each other.
Small town too.
That's the way we would talk. The family night, what was her name? Kylie, her family, they were for the short second. Tomorrow's, family fun day. Okay, it's kind of cute, and then he brings it back for a joke later on. But with a short amount of time, we get to know these characters. The only one I didn't care for, which I liked him to a certain extent, was the mayor.
I could care less.
Okay, he's a foul-mouthed douchebag mayor that's pretending not to be a douchebag. He didn't do anything for me.
No.
And his character seemed to be set up so he could get his comeuppance by eventually becoming one of the hosts to being impregnated, and being shot in the head by Nathan Fillion.
That goes to show you how even Nathan Fillion, the police, one of the police of your town, instantly executed the
It was just written. It was just written. There wasn't a lot of depth.
No.
He had to have had in mind that particular character to come to that ending, so he had to write him so you would go, yay, killed the bad guy. Okay, lazy, but I don't care because all the interactions were great. And then third would be Michael Rooker, right? Grant. He's a great actor.
He did really a good job in that role.
As you said earlier, I find him pleasing to watch in anything he's in. Whether in Walking Dead, he was a big douchebag in that, if you remember his character in that. But his Lando, is it Lando? From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like his character there too.
That's a great character, and you sympathize with him for the 2 movies that he was in. And you still felt his presence in the third. That's a lot. I mean, that's just not just James Gunn writing. That's Michael, his skill in being that. And even in it's not my favorite movie, but the second Suicide Squad movie, he's in the beginning of that. He actually has a moment in that, just at the beginning before he gets his head blown off. Of course. So I would have to say him because he carries a big part of this movie, even though he does disappear and come back as this squid monster. he's still there, and particularly when at the beginning when after he's become at the beginning when he loves his wife, he's not going to cheat on her, but then when he becomes an alien, he still loves his wife, but he's got to go get meat.
Yeah,
Lots of meat. Lots of
Gotta get
meat.
the meat.
The dog, the all the pets that are disappearing and stuff like that. So he just has so much nuance to his performance. Even at the end when he's all squidded out with the
Yeah.
tentacle coming out of his head and being absorbing bodies, he still cares about stuff.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if she didn't try to kill him, she probably would have been fine. But I mean, yeah,
that was
you
just
gotta go. It's gotta go.
Yes, he makes this movie very enjoyable, and
Yeah.
overall the movie's enjoyable. There's a lot of good scenes that stand out, and it's not a big movie. It's nice and simple,
Yeah.
straightforward, just good old fashioned James Gunn, which I wish James Gunn would go back to. He needs to have the money taken away and be put in, made to work for what he's doing.
I don't know, maybe just
not
spread
given
too
the
thin.
world.
He's in control of all
Oh,
that
yeah,
DC stuff. He can't really
has to be a lot of
focus.
pressure. I can't imagine everybody for the last couple of years since he got put in charge of the DC universe, everybody was talking about him like he was the savior, the coming savior. That would have to not work. You would have to probably get writer's block from all that praise and all those people just sucking you off, putting you on a pedestal.
And think about it, you have a style where if you have 8 characters, you're going to try to make all 8 characters do something, and then you're going to times that by every project that you're on. So it's a lot of rough.
Yeah. And it showed. I mean, with the last season 2 of Peacemaker, it showed that he's not capable of having too much resources, too many things that he can pluck from, because he ends up empty of ideas and he just recycling the same ideas that have been in everything else to come before.
Yeah. Or you give characters story arcs that are just pointless. Like, I know they need to do something, but
no,
they could have been actually not in this.
You get rid of them. You can have them come in as a cameo.
Yeah.
But we don't need the Peacemaker 2, perfect example. You don't need to carry the baggage all the way through. Even if you love these characters.
Like, I love Adebayo, but they did nothing for her. No. And she's such a great actress.
Yeah. No.
But yeah. So, Slither. Recommend it?
Oh, highly recommend it.
It's a great movie.
Enjoyable romp.
It is a great movie. And I can see if this was kind of his starting, why people would say, okay, this guy might have something with the style, the way he writes, how much energy he gives to all the characters all the time. You get a full.
You're right. There's energy in it in all their performances. The words that come out, there's a lot of energy. If you look at the Superman, there's no energy in that. But this has energy.
Like, even
interesting.
Even the middle part where the people have like the slugs in their brain, so not everyone's eating, and that's kind of why they're zombies. So the mayor guy comes in, he was just chastising or looking at some women strange, and she's like, "What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You don't know what it's like." And she has all this personality around being hungry because there's things in her brain making her eat rotten meat and flesh.
That was so cool.
So she's ready to attack.
Hey, that possum over there. I'm awfully hungry.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a beautiful effect, though. That was one of the, and I was reading that was one of the biggest practical effects.
It was cool.
That's been put to film, and I mean when the stomach opens, that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
You can't praise it enough, and it's too bad to me that this movie did not, even break even, because it should have. For $50 million, this should have been marketed better or something, because there's no reason that it did not make back its money.
Yeah. And it's kind of a shame, because think about it, if it had, maybe James Gunn would be more relegated towards these like sort of sci-fi comedy things, which I think would actually be pretty good if this was him doing other stuff with different characters. That it would have been another timeline, I guess.
Yeah,
different timeline.
Definitely another. But you know what? He came off this, went into Guardians of the Galaxy, which of course a couple years production to get that going. So he took his sensibility for that because I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, it is such a beautiful movie, and the characters, you care about everybody on there. So I'm glad we got that from this. And even I enjoy the second one, and I mildly like the third one. You can see the diminishing returns over time. Yeah.
All right. Well, did you guys see Slither? Like, comment, subscribe. Was this one of James Gunn's favorite movies for you?
Yeah. Also available on Tubi.
Yeah, on Tubi
at this time.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's going to be kicked out, because I hear Paramount's back to wanting to buy Warner's.
I mean, it's kind of a toss up because the DC stuff is kind of
yeah, but you know what? I much prefer Paramount, even though I don't have faith in Paramount, but I have more faith in them than I do Netflix.
Netflix, yeah. No, I don't think Netflix
Brothers
has any idea.
Oh, God. Well, what are they going to do with their comic book division?
Nothing.
What's going to happen to that when Netflix gets it? Because Netflix is not a production house.
No.
So what are they going to do? Are they, all these characters that we've known and loved, they're just going to rip out what they want and then discard the rest, and we'll never see all this amazing things. It's just, I mean, not that that's the best now, but there's still nuggets that are still there. They're still floating around.
Yeah. Or they keep that division running and they just oversight it into oblivion.
I just think about this with Netflix. And I know they have the Sandman TV series, which is absolutely just stop. Neil Gaiman, stop.
I'm sorry, guys.
You've lost it. But
that was a boring show for me.
If Netflix had that back then when it was the comic book only, they would never done it.
True.
Because it would never have been a Superman or a Batman or a Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
We would never get anything like that. Yeah, but no, I couldn't even finish the second season.
It was so boring and so slow. And he was kind of a dick too.
No characters were
on top of it.
Characters were empty. The characters were just there for their appearance or whatever fetish outfit they were wearing.
Yeah, the coolest characters were kind of out in the distance, being visual more than they were interacting with anything.
They were characters.
And then we got Death, and then she was there for a hot second and disappeared. So didn't even get more of her. Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
And I watched the episode, which was just her, and I have conflicting feelings because I came from the original Death.
Yeah,
and it's a little white goth girl. She'd sort of be a kind of a not quite obese black chick. Maybe if she pulled it off a little bit better. I don't think the actress they got was Death for the thing. She had no weight to her. And the story was horrible.
I think I was going to say, I think that was
also horrible.
Really the problem is that the story didn't do anything for anyone.
No, it was actually a retailer, because there was a comic book where she had her day off. So I remembered that really well. And it was great. This was not it.
No.
So
that's
Neil Gaiman, learn from James Gunn on how to write characters, because you suck at it.
Yeah, true.
As well as Netflix, don't buy Warner Brothers because you suck at it.
Yeah. You guys don't know what to put your focus or money into. And
they know. They know exactly. It's just not what it just means completely sanitized, empty entertainment
which is not what they should be doing.
No, it should be more like Slither or Slytherin, however you want to pronounce it.
Slytherin. All right, guys. We're out of here.
All right, we're out of here.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought of Slither. And we'll catch you on the next Split Screen Movie Talk.
Adios.
Hey cats, let's swing, hit the reels with a zing. Split screens jumping now, hear the classics sing. Zardoz flies high, Sean's vamp with a cosmic beat. Flesh and blood's alive, dancing down the street. Victor, Victoria, Julie Styles, the real deal. Characters with heart, giving every scene a feel. SOB's a blast, satire swings with a grin. Sharp lines keep us grooving, let the good times spin. Sherlock Holmes is sharp, sleuthing with a jazzy flair. Name of the Rose brings monks secrets in the air. Amadeus shines, Mozart's notes light up the hall. Forgotten, but it sparkles here, that swinging call. Let's go ripping through the screen, keep the rhythm tight. Split screen movie talk, bringing legends to the light. Dead Alive's wild jam, horror's got that swing. Characters with soul make the trumpet sing. Last picture shows sweet aches, small town tales unfold. Stories full of meaning, worth their weight in gold. Prizzy's honest ways, Jack and Kathleen's romance. Love that's got that fire makes the whole crowd dance. Evil Dead's a hoot, Reanimator's crazy spark. Rocky Horror's time warp, jitterbugging in the dark. Plan 9's Spectre charm, so wild it steals the show. Conversations whispers truths the world should know. Let's go ripping through the screen, keep a rhythm tight. Split screen movie talk, bringing legends to the light. Wake up, man, strange tune burning in our swinging soul. Characters, not actors, make these stories whole. These films ain't just for kicks, their hearts beat strong and true. Forgotten in the shadows, but we're swinging round the room. The town tried to groove, but its beat just didn't land. Affleck's role felt stiff, not the soul we understand. Retro's where we jive, where the lost films find their swing. Every frame's a treasure, every character's a king. Split screen's our ballroom, ripping with a brassy sound. Classics keep us dancing, spinning round and round. This is split screen movie talk. You have cats in the know. From Zardoz to Dead Alive, we're putting on a show. No one sees these films, but their magic's pure and bright. Ripping through the real, swinging classics through the night.